Libra and Libra rising, this is a significant week for you because Venus, your ruling planet, is changing signs and it's moving into an area that really has been a big problem for you all of 2020, that area of responsibility for family, that area that has to do with problem solving at home, maybe figuring out where you want to live or whether you need to move. These are some problems that might have been especially weighty for Libra and Libra rising this last year. With Venus moving into that part of the chart, your focus does turn to maybe resolving or finding more tenderness for any people in your life that you're related to who have been difficult, or any problems with your physical home that Venus does suggest maybe motivated to redecorate or to move some furniture around to make things feel more comfortable at home. With it square your decan, it's motivating. It does feel like you are really wanting things to be easier, which I think with Saturn and Jupiter having moved out of that area about 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, you are now feeling a little bit more lift, a little bit lighter than you have been in a while, and also a little bit more in control of the architecture of your life. And that's because Saturn is really the planet that schedules, that puts up the scaffolding, that figures out the boundaries, that really helps you figure out how to manage problems, anything that's coming up with a child in your life, anything that's coming up with a romantic partner. These areas of your life could really begin to get clearer, more distinct, not necessarily perfect, but there's more clarity about what the problem is and what needs to change. With Venus moving into that fourth house, I would say you definitely want to give yourself, I think of this as like more time in bed. But it does feel like using your physical environment to comfort yourself, using the comforts of home to really benefit you. So that's Venus. I would want to mention Mars leaving that seventh house of partnership is definitely going to feel good. Mars having kicked up a lot of problems, a lot of issues with a partner, whether it's a business or a life partner, you could finally get a little bit of relief there. The problems or the energy and the focus now turn to areas of joint resources. So it's not like, oh God, now we're going to lose all our money. No, it does suggest that you're really focusing now on money that you share with someone else. This could also be loans that you really need. There's activity in that part of your life. So either you get communication about a loan, you get communication about some tax issue that has to be addressed. It could be that you're just going to file your taxes early. Mars in that part of the chart. Yes, it kicks up a little bit of problems where finances are concerned. I don't think these are problems that are unresolvable. It does feel like these are issues that Mercury, let's see, let me think this through. So Mercury is going to be squaring that Mars from the fifth house. This could be about an issue with a child, nothing negative. I don't want to go into fear, but communication around problem solving. Maybe it's like, this is weird, but if you're a parent who has a kid in private school, you're talking about how are we going to pay for the private school? If you are not a parent and you have a romantic relationship, this is about intimacy. This is about how do I speak up for the tenderness, intimacy that I crave in this new relationship? How do I make it clearer about what I want? If you are, let me see, how else do I want to describe this? This could also be a creative problem. Now, Mercury joining up with Saturn in the fifth house, that's the area of creation, whether it's a kid or a painting or a book that you're writing, having this creation come in conflict with the money that you and your partner need to earn. So this could be creative endeavors, reaching some sort of financial roadblock that isn't insurmountable, but it requires some conversations. That's another way I could see this manifesting. Or you just want to do something fun, which is the 5th house, and you're trying to find the money to be able to do that. That's a lot more fun. That sounds like a lot more fun use of this energy. We're all about ready for some kind of a vacation. And then the sun making this beautiful sextile to Neptune, that does feel like a sense of well-being from family, like that your sense of well-being at home and that your routines, there's some sort of, I can't think of a better word than well-being, peace, peace and respite. So it almost feels like the place at home that has been so problematic all of 2020, this end of this week gets a little bit easier because at the same time, we're going to have Venus trine Mars. So whatever that financial problem or that conflict that you're dealing with, there's also a resolution there. There's also some grace that comes in. So I do like that.